back in the mouth and be out on the court first day?
It was good to not just good to have everyone together and not have 30 to 40 minutes and you got to be done for the day. It was good. It was good to see guys pick things up. How guys played together. It was good.
Were you able to get a feel for how different this team's going to be with some of the roster turnover that's happened?
I think it just because I think it's a better shooting team. It could look different that way. I don't see. We've had teams before where we've had good athletes, but then there's certain combinations you could put in the game where you weren't as athletic. I think just about any combination we put in, we're athletic, should allow us to do a good job defensively consistently. So those things, and then Aziz Njai, a big guy in the middle that can run the floor. That's not something we've had. Out of 9 years, we had Spencer who could do that, but we're only 1 year with Spencer.
Kind of get done what you hope to, by getting away from the campus and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, we did. It wasn't 100% like we would like because we had a couple guys that have late classes on Friday. So normally we would have gotten away before. We would have gotten away as soon as class was done at 1:30 or so. But we practiced here, but it still worked out good.
I know it's before early, but any pleasant surprises yet?
The overall attitude of the team, and I wouldn't say it's a pleasant surprise. I would say it was pleasant to see. It was good to see. And also, things that we're expecting from people. Guys are stepping up, making plays, doing a good job. There wasn't anyone that we just thought, this person hadn't really spent any time in the summer. They're no different than they were last year. Everyone's made strides in some area.
Vinoy, how's he coming along?
He's slow by that hamstring. He's still going to be out a couple more weeks. Desmond is cleared to go. He's going to be starting to do more work in practice with us.
What can he do with that tweaked hamstring? Is he going to fall out of shape by doing that?
They can do things to where you can't simulate game shape. I don't care what you do, except play games. But he'll still do some things on the side. He just can't take off and explode quickly. But like if he gradually got up to a pace where he could run as fast as he could almost do that. But just the quick, explosive moves are the things that hurt him.
You concerned at all?
No. He'll be back. I'm sorry, it was concerned meaning like he's out for the year, or what do you mean concerned? I'm concerned because he's not at practice today.
You concerned that this could linger?
No, he'll be fine.
They've been getting a fair amount of some off-season love. Does this feel like a team that's veteran enough to kind of live with a lot of pats on the back and success and props?
So far, they've handled it pretty good. So far, but we'll see. We'll see when day 3 turns into day 12 in practice. And we'll see.
I think that the team had this much attention. People talking about it.
07? We didn't make the tournament that year.
That's what I was going to say. Is there anyone here from them? 07?
No.
That was a really good question.
Benoit and Matthew, Justin maybe? Yeah, those guys were freshmen.
Where does that presence, that experience come in?
No, they weren't.
8, 9, 10.
It was Spencer and Quincy's class, right?
Yeah.
So they're all gone.
From knowing that, you approach them differently? Do you coach them any differently?
They've shown so far that they've been a pretty mature group and they've handled things pretty well. But again, we've not faced any adversity at all. So last year we probably made more predictions, and when we faced adversity, we didn't do very well. So we'll see when we face adversity.
Is it easier for you to coach this team because you have so many veterans and maybe you don't have to say a whole lot and come with the players?
What's good is Lenoy, Justin Holiday, Isaiah, Darnell, Matthew. In short, the veterans are policing each other, which is really good. They know what to expect. They come out. They don't. They joke around about practicing long and hard and all that, but they don't see it as drudgery. They're going out and being professionals about it to me. They're being businesslike, workmanlike. So that always helps you when you're trying to build a team. And, they seem to understand each other, understand who does what well. That's important. That's half the battle a lot of times.
Does that allow you to put things in quicker? To maybe speed up the sort of where you want to install things.
You know what? We've been able to shore up some areas quicker as opposed to putting in a bunch of new things. We're just able to I just feel we're maybe a little more solid now this time than we have been in some other years.
Wilcox, Wilcox, what do you hope that he got out of his redshirt year, and is there anything discernibly different about him at this point than it was when he got here last year?
He's stronger, that's for sure. He understands a lot more the defensive end of the floor. He understands offensively what we're trying to do as opposed to someone coming in as a freshman still trying to learn those things. The time management aspect of college as a freshman is something that is just difficult for you to prepare for. And a lot of times that's as tough on someone as anything. To manage your time with your classes and your tutoring and somehow finding time to eat and do things like that can stress you out when the coaches are getting on you and it doesn't seem like things are going right just because you don't understand the system yet. CJ's gone through all those things, so he's more equipped to come out here ready to go.
When people start running him off the three-point line, what else can he do?
I'm sorry, you caught me off guard with that. What do you want him to do?
Well,
he can.
If his early
Put it like this.
shooter,
He is not a mechanical. If I don't have a shot, I can do nothing else but pass. That's not CJ.
Right. So
sometimes because he's such a good shooter, he's built that way to where then he can't do anything else. No, he can put the ball on the floor. He can take the ball to the rim. He can dunk on you. He can take 2 dribbles and pull up in the paint. That's not all he does is shoot. But he's good at it.
Coach, every time I've been out here I've walked away with Aziz doing something that I remember. Anything memorable from Aziz over the weekend?
Oh, I don't know if it was just his overall work ethic and coachability. That's not one play necessarily stood out to me. I guess those are things you expect him to do. So he had a couple of good blocks and a couple of good putbacks. Those are all right. That's why we recruited you.
In your time here, have you had a big man like that?
We haven't had one that's had the defensive presence. Spencer Hawes was the 10th player picked in the draft, so we had a really good big man. John Brockman, we know what he did. So John was 6'7" and 3/4. But we've not had a 7-footer that goes in there and mixes it up and rebound and kind of an enforcer type.
Is it kind of sort of interesting to you just how you're going? I mean, does he intrigue you as to how you're going to use him in terms of matchups and combinations?
You mean offensively?
No, just how are you going to use him in the game plan?
I would just say he helps our game plan. We've played the way we've played and gotten away with it without having one of the key components in making our system work. There's someone back there that with us applying pressure out front, and Matthew and even Tyrese and Darnell did a good job. We had more blocks, I think, last year as a team than we had in 9 years, so we did a better job. But now you have someone that is back there that's he's pretty imposing down there, and that just helps our defense. So we don't have to do anything new. Like now, all of a sudden, we can play the way we've been wanting to play. It just helps it be more effective in how we've already been playing.
And, you know, I think it was Isaiah who said, don't tell coach this, but having sort of Aziz back there kind of allows them to gamble more or to maybe pressure more.
Don't tell coach that.
Yeah.
He didn't mean it.
I won't tell him you told me. Yeah, he's not starting anymore.
Yeah, right.
No, you know,
that true?
what I think Isaiah is probably trying to say is that sometimes with us getting out pressuring the way we do, I mean, you got to really trust your teammates back there. That, you know, sometimes you're going to get beat, and if that's the case, we got a guy back there that when there is a breakdown, he can clean up our mess, so to speak. I don't think our guys see it as I can just go out and be undisciplined because he's back there. I think what Isaiah is referring to is when something does break down, here's a guy out here that can hold the fort down.